102.9 FM. We a angel apam foforo. Angel's New Testament. Enti enyamada da ni nyina yate ho. Ene ototo ani na ohwe studio ha. Obehwe Angel 102.9 aye angel foforo. Said the maker no yate enyamada da no nyina ho. Ama sese wudi a eyeye. Ye dwumadie bebrebe na ekoso wa ha afefofrom na nyame adom enam yankasa yewura Dr. Kwame ene nempanyi for the chief executive officer ene apamfo ni nyina daroma sesei ya movie ediaba the new angel ewo eye abeka flat top na ye broadcasting live from within the Saddick Adams na ote owura Kwadwo Dixon ye general manager nenka se wadi kan ede kase no abrɛw wate ano kama de amaye na efri sa abre yi ekode wate se ye bo oman se be yi o se nye yi de na kyese ye be ye oman ni yi na dwumadi a enumre ye de eba no eye dwumadi a minim se wani beje ho pa nipa otemu animu yi eye privilege kese pa said the abrofo mo lawyer for kukudam a ebobo mo din no ba Ghana ha so a opanyi ane ye ne de bedi nkomo no eba emranimu e wo man mu a na kyese wa bi mu yi pa emfie aduasanum adeba 35 years na kyese ye call no mo amoma ase ye adwuma no 1990 na ye call na Ghana enwura 4th Republic no na ye call it to the bar na ne honsem a yebedi kan e de abremo as introduction ansa na papa no aba no eye ade a minim se dodo na mo pese mo tie nkomo yi no mo ani beje ho enti se utie ni yi a eye Angel 102.9 baby a wo bia no esa ye live on Angel TV ene ye de dwumadie no ebro na ye mpese ye betwentwen so kra ye de dwumadie no be hya ase de amamo sade madikan ede atom anim no opanya ene ne bedi nkomo ene wanya emfie mako aduasa enum misisu yese otomfo no baabi a wobro na kyese ehia no se wunim se de ete ansa na wabeye lawyer na wabeye lawyer edi mfie aduasa num a na kyese emu oden na ye de ete achi bi obroni beka as ordinary men papa no ye te achi ade ete ane se oye associate professor ewo University of Ghana School of Law na watra de ewo ho ache ono ankasa esan ewo ne law firm a olidi na mebo law firm ni din a obehu ni din ti no meka kire say eba tort law emra a ye friend tort eba natural resource e form agudie e ho mra nim na afi eba land law dodo na o mafa ne nsem no omo friend the landlord Ghana emransem I fancy ase ho no this is the best in the country undoubtedly enyame America the best in the country about land law even emra kunini a ye de hwe nsase e wo man yi mu a ye friend Ghana Land Act na say Act 1036 eno ne di kan a ye de kyekere nsase sem e wo man mi ha odi animu ene ye troy na ye lead ama ye drafted emra fans ase ho Ghana the Lands Act of 2020 papa me kana sem eye Professor Kwame Gyan na dodo na tinidin omo se papa na sem o dey papa ise ya do Professor Kwame Gyan said the make kana as ordinary men dey enim fa ne ho ene dey atudwa no emfie dodo dey aye adwuma na say se mo hu ya Parliament asembisi ye na IGP enya problem se omai police nya panyinya asem na ne lawyer ni a na wo se ohu empanyimfo bebre omanya asem okrom ha asem to na anadwo na wafre lawyer kunini aye friend of Professor Kwame on the ni binko Prof anyway ye mo akwaba edeba Angel 102.9 FM
around here me do so na what here for?
All right, Saddick yedi kan ete ho editre mo no mo amhwe me hu say live on Facebook, live on Angel TV. Amanfo bebre etu aguso a mo ehwe show no. Ye ne Professor Kwame Gyan. Ghana emra pa yatro a ye de chechire o man yo pani pa omo akwadare mu pa ba ko okrum ha. Na che say papa yi odi mu akotene. Obi a waye professor ewo emra mu de na enye dwumadie ketwa ena wadi ewo Ghana ha ye ne no edi nkomo yedi kan ene prof atia no na asema ne yebusa ne said obi a obete Professor Kwame Gyan di papa we na asema edi yo utimi fa asema fa na fie chi papa na asema edi yo prof say oye principle krom ha wo convictions wo gina o grounds say we are na make am gitum say no kre na mense samadwen enma obi influence media no yese wonye eno nti ena amanfo saying na semodi badodo na nso lawyer for ma fan nsem bebre mu flyer no so mo text we will have to watch because prof watete bebre wa ha mame enko prof so bi na me musa say Professor Gyan ye de yete a yete atire ye yate kakra ye de legonfo ene de wankasa amanfo atrafa ho ba ye ka say Professor Kwame Gyan prof wankasa wa num who is Professor Gyan?
Some your name is Oi.
One was
Yo, unim. Ye musa no. Umuye. Na wa mu se enyema bi e combine na e create onipa of a certain stature. The ye nyina frɛ no nyame nhira. Tro no say ene mo onipa yo defo. Binum friend divine providence. Na hard work any determination so can ho. Eno nyina combine mo nipa eye nipa. Right. Me the example of onipa ya wono na oman no emumwa any merit e ka ho na we do a certain level.
Right.
Ya umi obabi e from Achim Akrofu.
Achim
Akrofu Atiwa West District.
Okay.
E ben kwaben. Ya umi wo ho. He did 6 months. Me papa. Oye Koni.
Prof afi be ni
1963.
63, right.
Me papa ye Koni. No be ye teacher. Wa Achim Akrofu. E friend ko Abramreku. Binum friend no master Mreku. Enti oware me maame wa Achim.
Okay.
Ena ye wo me amedi 6 months. Na me papa onua e friend Kwasi Gyan. Ti Kwasi Gyan no onam papa de ne to me.
Right.
Enti me papa ye friend Mreku so me ndi Mreku. Me papa ni bi anka me den ho.
Okay.
Me papa nua pani ye friend Kwasi Gyan. Ene ye de me to no. Enti me papa ekodi onua na de no na o se o relocate fi Achim ekọ Afram Plains kwa Afram Plains enti mimi nyi wo Afram Plains edi kan tena kuro bi so ye fra ho Ademra.
Okay.
Fi Ademra ko tena asikasu e ben don kokrom kuro we mienu nyina be don kokrom Afram Plains kwa usre so enti me from class 1 through primary school, class 5, because school was Kasu. Me call class 6, and me jay call school at Ademra Roman Catholic Middle School.
Okay.
Afram Plains ho.
Prof anko Achimota.
There be Achimota de me tramu on den chikurada. Me ko den ho. Oh. Enti, ama me ni on call school at Ademra no. Me be bom yensa di ha kyerɛw. Na wo be hu the entire ye hard. Okay. When you dom level.
Hey.
Daniel. Many they go the same school, the same middle school. Ye ko secondary school no, no call baby fufro. Na me ko don kokrom agrek. Ba ko no. Okay. Ba ko ye bishop, Catholic bishop o don kokrom. Ba ko ye Catholic priest e wo pe Catholic church wa kra. Caprice. Okay. Ye ko a small Ademra middle school. Nti yes ani pan ye din. Me bishop domlevo me ni domlevo na ye din wo mpa because someone can dey koye asofo
na no kra nya adwuma su
no koye accountant na me koye lawyer.
Prof na adiamra ho na mo no bibi special bi ma mo di ana because wo ni domlevo de
na ho ye hash.
Okay.
Adiamra no from planes na me kan wasem no enya from planes na nen no ko ho no ene basket mi ko ho ye ko no tractor ma se Ferguson tractor na yeti so pacha
70s.
Yeah, 70s eh me kwa from planes 60s na lake ni mai
hey
lake ni beto me wa from planes.
Okay.
Voter system no e beto me na me wo me tra ho ko middle school ko donko krom agric secondary school
na wunya mfiri ho ma
na bi akra mi na akra mi ma akra da me ba akra first time na me betwa ma ko 6 form wa Pam secondary school na me ba akra first time be fa car wo kaneshi e ko Pam akra de me den akra
product of donko
krom agric unim school ni moto the brave stands so one say me hear den no baby am ko secondary school no moto ni say the brave stands
the roots
unye brave wa follow fisa ho no nkoye bibi pa bi ada ho ye hash o level kra no o level exam center na em praso secondary school
mon twa odon
debi when they dey exam questions we be good on kokro e ko twa no on pass and no pass no you mattress no perform baby na dia say anajo no ada de che no sorry.
Bro, what was the status of education then? Because from Donkokrum to what you are now, na education level, say na city or ye trema die ye or the compare now.
We were can't be actual. Ye be a Donkokrum Agri Secondary School 1974.
Right.
No be a school. Satam na me call secondary school on 76. Headmaster no a graduate. Assistant headmaster no a graduate. Teachers are no a graduate or there was no graduate there. Teacher for no much me ade wa de mra school no. E bi san be che ma de wo Donko Krom Agri Secondary School. Me graduates. First serious graduate some train ade no. E form 5. No me national service for.
To basics no one is
graduate. Graduates bi an e kire ade but no what we had.
Yeah.
We had dedicated teachers.
Okay.
Classroom block aye ko mu no na ye wooden structure enuadan mu ne ye ko secondary school enuadan wood board one side ye secondary classroom the other side the dormitory block enuadan ma ko enuadan mu secondary school
and the term
dabi so unti ye mu bi wo ho a ye hu Ghana. At the time, it was a society based on merit. Merit.
Dedicated.
Until me fi Donko Krom Agric. The same called 6 form wa Pam secondary school. Legon admission. Me kwa na minimum se manya admission wo Legon. Papa bi no be catch am say where we din wo newspaper mu. E so nya admission wo Legon. O di newspaper no copy be kire no. Nya se onimo bi, nya se udin ehwam. Nya se papa ye protocol bi a si protocol we e di fi ha we e di fi ha. Time no ni o me ba law from Apam secondary school from Donko Krom Agric
to
Apam no me the ba law Legon
abra na competition into the law school ye tight
very me ba law from law we call law school Okrom Mensa Saba award me win
no wait
for the best student in professional law part 1 and 2
Mensa Saba year ben
1990
prof said amount for more share more
say not because of my father's name.
Mensa Saba award the best law students.
Me win part 1 and 2
from the
class of 1990. Aye, me win in the fifth. Suru.
Prof, and omo win this award. You who am say omo special.
Oh, special. Still a special
because LLB level 100 and ye easy.
Still a special.
And you win Mensa Saba award from Donko Krom to Apam.
Aye.
1990.
You call me to the bar now be winning Mensa Saba na be coffee. Be Krom hene. And Quentia, I'm the brass band the be share me kwans.
You deserved it.
Namu. Say na dey mo amuso yellow say na dey enye de. Brass band. O hini chi ye na si me so. E ma dey o ntum atwi form.
Hey, Prof,
a triumphant entry. a triumphant entry na me di wura me krom.
Prof 35 years in about congratulations again.
Can be am kra.
Hey. Prof Wabe.
Anya is this ah. So
wow.
Enti ene no se ubehun se obi a person within the back of particular schools. Unim the reason. Yeah. Yayi merit no afi ho. Ena de aka nyina na eye adwuma. Nti se ene no uni a certain name. One call a certain school. No wa kem. Yen time no. Anya ba bia call school, ye dey listen bo ho wo mu. Unim. Those days yen LLB. Your class. Now any part 120.
Right.
Justify your inclusion. Ye mu 60. 40 for LLB, 20 for BA law. Ye sign line was 60 na say mo maka nyina mo compared other department and got to aso ho.
Mo nya fit for law.
No, there be a UF law num. Enye so na me kuro mu ya high kuro mu hene. Me ye party chairman ba me ye we bia ni ho ye UF rim. Ko ba bi foforo. Justify your inclusion.
First 60.
First 60 no. First 40 ni LLB. Next 20 no. BA law. But you me dia komakola.
Okay.
Ye time no.
But the hottest one.
Unima onko.
No protocol.
There be protocol protocol there. Me international law expert.
Okay.
Protocol. The means of changing a substantive agreement.
Right.
Enti muna modi protocol aba se obi aware no yemfa ni ko wuram in the name of protocol.
Na
only ni wuram in the name of protocol no baba ko fail law school entrance exam.
O pass cro be lawyer papa.
O nye lawyer papa nso.
Right. After so pass law now win the prestigious Mensa Saba award. Na waba be dem stronko e wo law students at that year moko 1990. From there now proceeded to practice and now koye
ebi me ye privilege wa hu enti me ye privilege we na satam na so na me ye tie e wo law
legon
I say university na e wo ho no they always would take out the best among the best right no be lecturer enti law no almost identify me ntem enti ye privilege now ye we privilege na me ko America graduate school. Until me fee graduate school by so me call 91. Me by 98. Now I started teaching Olegon.
For these 7 years.
Till me call Temple University School of Law. Now me call NYU, New York University Count. I me adwuma kakra me boabo me nyoma na
Temple Philadelphia.
All right. Me call Temple first. Now by NYU. Until
the best law schools.
And me call school papa. International law or NYU. Saturday me international law or NYU no. In America at that time, the NYU international law program was number 1 in America. Until me international law expert. I'm not a land law expert by training. Me area of expertise international law. Land ni dey me be sua wo Ghana me di tuto bibidi.
Oh,
that's not my expertise. My expertise is international law and international litigation.
Prof, is this known because Ghana the
me can't change for una me catch it out.
This is the first privilege. This is the first time I met it say oh yeah international law.
But ebinim because for most part I have taught international law.
Okay.
I was Lesia. The MA program on international affairs or Legon. And I'm at there was staff college. I'm Forces Command and Staff College. Me chira be 15 years. International law.
It's incredible because you have been known for years as a land law expert.
Land in there, if you are brochi buying, I'm started teaching Olegon. Professor be a friend of Professor Kofi Kumado.
Oh, okay.
And our friend will say, look, this international lawyer, Ahano, or Combedo.
Okay.
Now, faculty no, yet our land no, ni. Satam no, Prof. Fuchikata.
Yeah,
Prof. Nia Shikote was ni.
Okay.
Enti call land law. Now, that's what take you over. Enti land law no, Monsieur, our Ghana man, Siano baby. Me graduate work be our landlord da. anywhere in the world.
Only LLM.
There be apart from landlord na me you see only go 1 year no. Me obi ankyere me landlord biem. Me ana me see an.
Prof being a being natural.
Minimum. But obi apart from LLB landlord na me see an. Me see landlord biem. Dia kan it just came over time.
Have you served in any capacity in relation to international expertise, Ghana, national?
National, there be.
Maybe
international there. International there. I used to be a member of the African Land Experts Task Force.
Okay.
Under African Union.
Okay.
And ECA, Economic Commission for Africa.
Right.
But international law no there. In fact, you do more. And there me the fool.
Professor Kwame Gyan, and for the first time, and me who said, Prof, a international law expert.
Me expertise no
landlord no yet to be.
I know you me did.
I know no. And now they.
I know me did.
Prof, who practice in the course of your practice, international law, landlord, torts, and all the natural resource. Field bear now Becca say naturally. We expect to have. We was your field bear now Becca so feeling more comfortable.
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. We feeling more comfortable on international law.
Wow.
Me, I know that woman son who say but in Kofo Bebre, they know me around land. And so you say land in a minimum sin BB. There be minimum international law is in land law.
Hey, bro, why am I come
show one name? Udu stage be particularly those of us in academia.
Yeah.
Umankofo law no colleagues ni dean ni sankofo no omu ni o ka se kire bibia bi
ti won fa bi
enti ya me say mabre manyi mu mankola ni kire bi but me gina class na me kire international law unim soldier for abi so soldiers am kire o ma de okrom papa ya no ye na ADC the current chief of army staff
okay
o me na ma kire o ma de o staff ko
mo pass it through
obia and a lot omo CDS fu nyina ma kire o ma de
they understand.
Na no award you na me say menya bi.
A prof member so.
Ma so ma hu say o ma nti na me amakoso.
Member so because he and then be say me hu.
En go for me ma kire o mo ade ne ye mo award na me ma nya bi. What be that? Me kire obi ade. Na akoye minister. Ade chin ya o se wonu anya award na teacher no che na ade no. At least nka me kra de o mu hu onye. Ma kire ade 26 years wo legon me go leave that.
Wow.
26 solid years. I've never gone on leave. Bisobia.
Uncle leave.
That.
Holidays.
No sabbatical leave. 26 years. Uncle leave that. Manya award.
National.
Na IFOB.
Na students.
Omonya award. Sa.
Baby anam pesa me defa bebu sa question we award kind dia ba no. Sa award system no be ka say meritorious.
Say award system now it is appointment say no krom ano nyina wo the same boat they are loyalty based nti obi wo ha hu say award we dey senka wo na wo chicha anka award no ye wa wo dey anka sanko for wo dey be mo
na no dey course nipa bi o ma hu ne say they didn't deserve
obi a deserve there was some comedy me come obi a deserve but was some comedy me come me students be bre omo aban wo nyina nya bi. You'll be surprised, my students in the government. You'll be surprised. A lot.
But you never
won. Papa, I watched that 26 years. Me, oh no, Ninko for the Macofo, you man award in the moon to Akora.
Unya national.
There be oh, yeah, why not? Also, I'm some master more. You have more award. Wait, and now me, yeah, and coming more. Unyum say. Before the election, and I must studio go for Hamia, person me cocaine. I say me the can. So me cocaine, my career. Ghana, how can say we are? And then say me no certain idea crank of a baby. And so me say Jababi Madi, but this is 61 years. Would do stage we are professor we are so we. They say I'm close to my maker. Baby Madi, me no yakupon aben.
But you regret say after investing your time, resources, knowledge, Ghana or building nation, with all you've done. Now you award after.
Oh, when you award in there, they can mogu.
But and how?
Trust me, Debbie. Yeah. the best day for a teacher is not national award. Not long ago, we called court. Now, there were about 17 lawyers in the court that day.
Okay.
Now, we were more. Now, we are in tentem. You create a kunyamame. Now, my transit. You hear judge name, my former student. Now, I catch a clerk. No, she called the professor's case. Now, yeah, you know, you frame the case now. Lawyer back was sorry. Now, I say, my lord. You say me give to me or honor Mr. Kwame Gyan, Prof. Danas.
In court.
In court. Judge ni say muti me. I say Prof. Ye dase. Na watena se no bakwa sorry. My lord, Professor Kwame Gyan, he taught me. No watena se no bakwa sorry. My lord, he taught me too. Or can you know na my lord Eka said, but who hasn't he taught? Judge, you know na judge he taught me as well. 17 lawyers and a judge
in the same court.
All my former students. And then award on the chain way. This is the best award. It was my day of glory.
Wow.
And this is a teacher's day of glory. Award in the number the idea go.
But you deserve.
Yeah. Trust on your money be.
But I'm not sure say be subsequently BB Saba will be rejected.
Oh, but I won't clamor for it. So we share my students no me wa. I am can saying.
Obi a obe share.
Now I no say me ko award. Award am ko pe dia.
Ministers.
Award manya wie. I have gotten the award of my students. And that's the best award.
Right.
That's what a teacher should aspire to get. And the other thing about a teacher, and they say, students best send you a message say, Professor Kwame Gyan, I want to be just like you. What impacted? Yeah. Student person or yet to say what pass as a teacher?
Yeah. That is the best award for
a teacher. This is student be person or be yet to say.
Yeah. Prof, what's been your most difficult day in court?
Hey, difficult days there. You share you. That me difficult day kesipa wa court was one day when I appeared in court with Honorable Kennedy Japan.
Okay.
In a contempt application.
Recently.
Now, judge, I say, Professor Kwame Gyan, put your witness in the box. Me witness. You see me finding in a box. Meaning somebody need to know judge be convicted.
Okay.
Now me know me boom and me client and say, okay. Now me try to convince the judge for an adjournment. And yet that day was a tough day.
What client, you know?
The client, you know, contempt. You see me finding in a box. Near me send the questions.
Yes.
You be sending me be convicted because I knew where the judge was heading towards.
Okay.
I mean him. So be convicted. It was sent me near adjournment. Now 10 times because Supreme Court compensation any prohibition. Stop the judge, you know, from continuing to hear the matter.
But now client didn't ask.
My client there be on what say lawyer make you make come say me say akwe when you be ekoso. Na me bu mani tell me client say jai or ba be gina mu abeka na sem.
The matter was against Kennedy Japan.
I or person obegina box mu no kana sem na jai was say ye de ne betuma ye mfa ne ntum. Na wonim. Do you want to be remembered as the lawyer who went to court with Kennedy Japan and he was jailed?
No.
Yeah. O record I say.
But he wanted to talk.
Oh, there be no so on any record never say. So no or person a hero.
Okay.
At the expense of my record. Me wan kasa.
That was the difficult day.
That me catch me who be sad. Unim kenna. No your client here. Who say who client said biasa in one client.
But after everything,
no. Judge no granting me adjournment or granting me adjournment na be me go Supreme Court. Go file application say, judge no, your man stop case no, person you bias against me client. Me stop it no.
I feel the client later know what he has said.
I feel not tiase o ba feel na me say, "Hwe,
Papa
no be convicted."
I see. So on a personal level, some of the clients as a lawyer omu take you through hell.
All of them. Clients be able to take you through hell. Because primarily clients no find on kind of crunch. The real truth no on kind of. You have to elicit it from him through all kinds of lawful means.
Right.
Do time be a catch and so any on kind of credit of our brief call. On kind of credit call.
That is the most difficult thing for a lawyer, because how obenya or non so amana kind of crash no. Well, on say we'll go through some difficulties when I mean say and then I shape you to who you are today, and then the knowledge I will acquire as a lawyer. But has there been one lecturer on your professional and students' life? One lecturer be a debi a okay no a debi a okay ya a change.
Nipa me recognizing at that level near Professor Kofi Kumado.
Okay.
Me success wo krom hanyina me de man.
Okay.
He's an old man. Ono no catch him say hwe Coland law. Co thoughts. International law no de Betrayal Staff College.
Okay.
Any Lesiad.
Okay.
Ono no man me career path.
Okay.
E fa ba bia fa no.
Minister baby a prof will be a enumerate so better say.
He's an old man. I believe he may be listening. One tikura obi be kwa catch no.
Right.
Say he is the shaper of destiny.
Of Professor Kwame Gyan's life.
Destiny shaper.
Right.
Some of the yana asofo ne shape mu destiny.
No, we didn't tell you Jamidi.
O me gidi na nyosofo ne shape. Some of the yana asofo no, omu de atetare omu ka achi. Na no me hu obi de 2025, my year of emancipation. Last year so otarefo from so anko ye o.
Right.
And otarefo for 2025.
Right.
Hey.
Okay. You go say no prof Kwame Gyan dey come prof say ono de nipa bi na aka asem ato na bra so a ahyepu no enye osofo bi a dey ahyepu no bra. Prof, me dey we see wo o school and career pattern no. But one important thing na mambusa, me hu international law na go, but one important thing na mambusa make us say medi etiefo ne ahwefo mu ni mo pa hwamo kakra the land no. Coming to the Lands Act ulidi na ye nimra ye se ye de ye nsase ho niema wo hakese sa na wudi animu Ghana nsase sem no de enti na wo ne ye se de animu ne fa ntramra
me wo na World Bank for any nkofo from Satam from GTZ.
Okay.
Say you're from GIZ.
Okay.
On be farm consultant say emra e wo nsase ho wo krom anyina on be so mu ne dodo.
Okay.
Enti be pay research assistants come ho.
Okay.
And emra wo krom ha ana hwe nsase ho asem wo mu nyina ye yi ni nyina keka bom onim ne dodo. Na ma akoma 150. Emra mako 150. Ebia asase ho asem wom. And I'm documenting in our home no say that be. Emra 150 there. You find your asase djuma. Ti o see ehwe emra bi hihye no. Emra at least ebenya mra no be mienu miensa pe. Ne dia yen sase ho adwuma. Eno ne ekofa land administration ni ba ya. Ebe yi mi se me nkose ano as the leader of the legal team. Na mra ne hihye no foforo.
Okay.
Enti ye start is adwuma no 2003. Na the American me can famu aba ye be san baso.
Okay.
The call Minister of Lands ko ye adwuma. Na minister no ye friend Professor Fobi. Nini ye adwuma okoye. Minister ba ko by friend Obindapa. Esther okoye. Colin Dauda obaye. Nini ye adwuma okoye.
STF.
Mike Hammer obaye. Nini ye adwuma na fe na me ano na mabre. Satam na adwuma no dodo na ni ya wie. Na me sesa me nioma. Na me call back to Lagos. Na ko to am teach adwuma so. Inti me ye one person me believe you say krom ha even whatever political persuasions and ideologies Ye adwuma as professionals. We can work together as a country and build this country. NPP time, we had more ministries. NDC time, we had more ministries. As a Ghanaian.
Not
as a professional. At the time in 2008, our my contract I ended. 2008, 31st December, now my contract I ended. I was called back. Said me a politician. I don't hold a political appointment. I'm a professional technocrat. And I went and continued and did my work as a technocrat.
Not as a politician.
No. And until there be uncle for ya, almost say, way or NDC, way or NPP, way or your PNC. Eh? Yeah, actually, lawyer for the 26 years here, actually. Law no, you will be a NDC law. You will be a NPP law. So who's your law, me boy? You will NPP law and NDC law. You will PNC there. Emrano, you will move political persuasion. Yo.
I'll say the technocrats, professionals na ye adwuma enye prof for NPP ni NDC ba e be pam no.
Ain we Saddick kra na oni NPP for nanam ye mane nko e biem.
Enye.
Ade chan se onko no gigi dampo.
Ya fa ba bi de wa se.
De nwuma no wonimade no obetimi aye ne kama. Na ya ma o minor lose that expertise. Because of political persuasion.
You're being now. But why was it? Ya nyane so according to politicians, no nipa bi ba no mo sabotage o.
Oh boy. One for professional, one for professional.
Okay.
Obia oya o party member ni tie wu. Any obia onya o party member wa bin. Obe yade ma kan wanu nyam. When are we correct? I only benante.
Mefa de wabin.
Wabin. Onye o party member but wabin. Asa. Dia na we fini hoko. Wabin ti na me do abetena. Yadwuma no.
O se wa anya sa so unya obi ma ne mo nsem ma wo. Wo hwe award aye no anu ya. Wo bo nsem ane ama obi.
Wo bo nsem ho. Wo bo nsem a ene se ne wo bo nsem enkofo ne bo nsem wi afa ade na mpanifo ni bititi wa mo mu no mbu afu. Ye ye onu de obu afu. See about some onra. I did check any ayo.
Praise singers no.
Some more so yam for muman.
Yam for muman.
Ye wo hwe ma me ka sam kire o. Ade bia ye wo nipa ye de omo ye. Obi o ha wo so nko gina campaign platform so nka twobo ekro ntimi nka. But ye de ni buman.
Okay.
Obi o ha twobo when the ka se twobo ni de buman. Obia after an election, ye was sending a reward obia.
Okay.
Na honey ya missy a chrome ya missy sa ya missy sadian. Ye wo obia dia de reward no. Na me catch obi say mache wo chrome ha. Many years back from time na soldier for no e wo amamu. Ahwe a champon. The ministerial appointments.
Okay.
Champion na mo say one school. Where the people they used. Until over time, we they from time Rollins by, where Rollins appointees.
Yeah.
Now we Kufu appointees. Now for Musro no kre. Now we Mills Mahama appointees. Now we say quality is it going up or down?
Prof, we are the best.
Ayo. Which sounds well already. Me nkwana me wokroma.
But Prof,
you see, yeah, yempesi ya kano kre. It looks like this thing called democracy. Only mediocrity. Oma ben ho. Na yan separate oma. Your problem.
Democracy
and mediocrity. Omo ben ho.
Omo ya e close.
Oma yesi se be se pani okoni han. Ya tase ni banyansafo.
Yan separating so I intimi.
Yan separate abede no. Oma na konanim. I'm telling you, the quality of governance over the years. A new time, soldier for a call, democracy, democracy, no, ye de appointments, no, ye de loyalty. any reward system and a chicheno quality no kanokre
Prof enokre
me na me baby me madu yi bi
enokre
ayanokre and you know the power to appoint a man fem ne de o mine to me ni bia fem wo ye de afem wo temporarily enti da bia na no pani bi ba me che no bi sam se na wo kra criteria be na ya yemfanya appointment opani pa o
okay
a former chairman of a party
okay
and am say wonim appointing authority no yemfa ntu ekotoko criteria ne ba akopɛ fa ne se Ghana Inc a private company that won't be jaw no money on nananom na opese company no endure and sustaining no sa onipa na opese o man appointment as a minister or chief executive no say your company aka be appointing managing director na
let's say for Ghana say company
yes your dia Ghana Inc say sa onipa no say wo business na o money your MD emfa minister ne mano CEO no emfa mano
bia no ay campaign
money be foforo but the management of the affairs of state ayanhwe ni yie no ene ene
and it's going down
hwe eno na me calculation bi me no ka say wie no say NDC
yeah
omo de akonya no 16 years NPP nso de 16 years yeah nti his excellency John Mahama on babi ogina say no ogina babi onyami gina unim the reason 16 years Ghana for either side Ghana for some problem me boy aye draw and yakofo no aba to break the draw
the tiebreaker
nti say want me ahukotoko amfa kura nchemu a we asan
so Mahama ejina the position of God now
me say we the 16
yeah who so
obi ase nye so obi e complaining me boy 8 years ago na NDC for gina baby MPP for gina say sir 8 years ago ne ho no gina o
1 million gap and they say 1.7 million gap
enti no masema bibisa ne say obi e the 16
yes in here
why no baba me aka say wow we dey ayeye in the next 4 years
so we anye
Ghana no me enton ne enko Semina say me land expert. Ghana unim ne kese. 238,000 square kilometers.
Ghana
assassin kese no. Sani ache. Obi a indi dia obenya. Ye 34 million or so. Assassin kese ne 238,000 square kilometers. Ni ache. Obi a yini dia. Sagu ni eko.
Say Mahama anye ye dia.
Because we are the 16.
And ye the tiebreaker.
The tiebreaker bam.
Prof asem we mode.
Why we anye ye amumi enche o. Matremu assassin kese sanye ye say amumi enche 238,000 square kilometers say we anye ye amumi enche
o hopes baby I was say as a professor unim assassin no na chassis be si sa bre wa fa true military wa fa be si democracy who said this is the most important time for Ghana
for me in our political dispensation
right
in the Fourth Republic. I think we are at the most critical stage because say no obi antimi ntwa ne yonko adapa what the 8 years me the 8 years wo se ma anyade me se wa anyade me boa and this for nyina akọ one side ya say MPP for na anyade MPP for nyina so kọ one side ya say so ma anyade nti collectively ne fan say obi anyade 8 years another 8 years so 16 years obi anyade
sir
Gyan so onu so ntimi anyade dia nasa but unim me ka sem bi a kire
right
and now me ka kire o say me I'll be fair and honest right me kuro me say kwasi da ba ya oda ifi mimi da nwumre kwasi da e ba ya oda ifi mimi da nwumre ma hu krofo a the president elect what name as in the national security team
okay
say sa no be ye ne dia e bia ade pa bi wo yani because what fails the system is the appointments. Nti me de ho na me hwe. Any time bia over the period amaba krom ha. The me yen say me tie the first names na wo bebo no. Wo bo wie ya me write you off and me write you off.
Appointment no.
Ehwa. Me ka kire wo.
Ba Mahama de no wa hu hope.
Me say nkofo no wabo mu as national security team.
Okay.
So obeto aso saade a na e bia bibi pa beba yanim. Because I am telling you, say the appointments would make or break you
as a president.
Yes. And you Ghana for no. Hey, yeah, can you have to say train when yet. Okay. President in any crop on a pilot to train. Yeah, can you have passengers? It is a pilot, no co-pilots, no, I can. I dear coach, ditch my yeshim. Yentimi, yahe. Nti yenina empire near one man. And the Sagana phone now, we NPP, we NDC. Chrono year no. Account. Croway, ya, account COVID by ye. Yan ye NDC for Fia for Kuon, any NPP for Kuon, while be we then, who we are, irrespective of political party. And so say, I am so I say. And it's for Munyan so for from me. NPP for Nya for from me. PNC Nya for from. Until Obi out to I would say because of politics. Oh, Bompaye. Say, Kronu Nye, Send your Baya, Oba we need the next election. And look on the Yamian. Say, so crown a tower, Obitimaka say, Manson in talk, no common. Hey, no, baby. And to quite see what Middle East Obitimaka sent to Kwani Yadin, now petroleum products, one yadin, and Uncle Phone for lose election. Hey, Ghana ni.
Patriotism now, yeah. Prof, did you expect the outcome of 2024 elections? And now we didn't cry. Boy, see, did you expect it?
At a certain point, no one. Say, dear, you're crassy. Now, crassy. Now, be so be said, now election, a corner saying, or say, me the abandonment.
Okay.
Hey, now election, a corner saying, abandonment. Enti election way there ye ko nyina
now they win him
na ase emunye hwam because one say once a nipa na ka say omonto and ebi mo complain say ye didi agya on say unu obi ya de na odidi gya wa adidi gya madam fu be a friend ya wusu o say adidi gya na di Liberia wo bai Liberia war. But to be honest, results in the start is urban. Me kwane my surprise.
You were shocked by the result.
But the who yen say, e wiano kakra. Obeko police station, me driving around. Some want me call me achim.
Yeah.
Who driving around no ko do a ko fo ni jegina ho o jegina ho a
o mato awi
obi some mato se ento ye beto o ko bisa mato so ye ento ye ba ye beto na ko botre o beto ni tambe
ase o man to kra
da bi o ko fo na nkoto aba no barunim o party no anto ama party ati se ne wato ama opponent
no vote is still a vote
and unim Saddick, Kroma. At any particular point in time, the party whose members are hungry for power will win the election. But you know, we say, ya chepos ya mount. Enti ubuafu mewa. And so abano one koto, so we lose
to aba.
Say no.
Opposition so en chepos.
The old happy. You go for now party ground on opposition for the memo. So, but unim. Say, oh, ma'am. Now, at any particular point in time, you're quite battle. Now, ruling party to me lose. It is good for the country.
Oh,
yes.
No continuity.
Hey. One lose one now who so.
Okay.
Yeah. continuity ninua any complacency omo ben the line between continuity and complacency no ben until the real possibility that you will not win should make you sit up. Okay. And even with a no one sit up, Pentecost for omo kwa sorry ah omo timi ya de bi me pema sem dodo omo ya no sofo no omo nya very orderly. Yeah. Sorry no nya orderly. Ye Roman ya hihye liturgy no. Untimi mbonwuram. Ma Pentecost do one no be sorry no atem sons of God. No be ajisu achiro march forward. If you don't go to heaven, don't blame Jesus.
No order.
No order. It's complete disorder. Chaotic. So, a liturgy.
Okay.
The order of the mass.
Okay.
So I say, but what I love about it is, if you don't go to heaven, don't blame Jesus. Okay. Me dear, yemi ahua and say, yato abana wie. Yato abawie ye. Omo luzu a consider defeat. Omo ama tension ama krom. No obi akotobo abo obi. Enti omo me victorious no. Election we nye the era of Thucydides. Any Peloponnesian wars. You say the vanquished is killed and massacred. Nye Peloponnesia. Nye Greek Thucydides a time.
The vanquished will still live.
The vanquished must live.
Yeah.
Even omo ye vanquished no so be safata owonim dia. Monko fa bi meka mo ho. No fanchichiro man. Don't go and sit on the neck of the loser. Because 8 years ago, na NPP gina baby NDC gina neno. Sir, they will come back. Hey, we are then one day they will also come back.
You have to
sir, nebeba. Enipa hu yemfunu. What na so akodu bambia uye ni ye kura mbaka se kono bimra. Ankrafo kan say moko aya na moko aba wo say dey.
Moko aya ni moko aba. Ye ko na be sa.
Sir,
e time ne so obeko.
Obeko. Not necessarily say unye ni ye o. Joe Biden oye ni ya na wanye ni.
America dey say why.
He has done his best.
Right.
But me say ni pa no ko yi ni ba no. Am so onko Trump dey ni game dey no so anka ya ye pe.
They say omunyina asa I return. But the most important thing about the election the performance of the EC and some amanfo akeka fa ho, especially controversies. There was so many wakasa ye peaceful.
Na say EC. The na ordinary person expecting say election ye between ba. Me boa. Ye twen ba.
E bi to aduane kura si fie.
Oh, but in the end, on say ko aduane academy. This election, let's take in high. Because omo ye this if only be a minimum no say lawyer election way ye lose another 8 years fair or come 16 years one bet me. They were determined not to allow the aid to be broken. But in conformity so say breaking it into na election una tension kakra wom. Enti send ye call ye skirmishes kakra ne ba ye no umye na enyam ase o. With the spirit of the Ghanaian, this election, mum some say ya dear, not tension womb.
You are growing as a country.
Papa. But the means we are able to change government. Media right. And the spirit with which Dr. Baumia, the vice president, conceded. Yeah. The spirit. Am I respecting the papa?
Among for the party for any baby, so much that son and yarding.
Oh,
early concession, no, say 9 a.m.
Concession, no, and my attention, but chrome.
But almost he could have waited for the counting to be done because a man a parliamentary for any baby, say spirits no power no. So once you concede, even though there has not been transition, no, what the power number NDC.
By time Ben, I know we need the way we need the only.
On the also hunana jona.
Enti, Nasa me cry, me can miss me hunana jona.
In Kawan Kabe.
Me and Camille may consider by 11 p.m.
Oh, on the same day.
I don't know, woman or mine, I stress. hwe o yire ko hospital ko no ma wo e bi ato da
untumi nidi untumi na
yo
this doctor say man na wo ba
sa enti edu tambia delaying the concession increases the temperature in the system. Kroway dey one no. Kroway dey one no. Nkofo ti si krom no start attack easy. Ana bibia na wo ye ne den.
Na e kofa asem aba. Ti wo ba umi aba so.
Mabono madam for kra no no.
Oh okay.
Me ma we krobeja mayi.
Oh okay.
Madam for no. Mabono aba so. There is always another time
for him.
Yes.
Do you think that they will present him? Alright, too early.
Now, Obi the president Obi.
Say party not there. It was structures, our framework. So one you are mount me.
Oh, say so mo kwako hwe de ya mo luzi. So mo hwe mu ya yin na be hu.
Eno na me ba so no.
Baba eno so.
Say there na wo to you. Omo dey man form a committee. Me be ba so abebusa wo.
Na committee na nkrofo no professors na. Omo wo committee ni so na. Omo form government no omo wen. Ade no omo kan ban no. Omo students na kwose na wia. Professor na nko hwe di ntia eguye.
They needed the professors for
munya fankomo fufro bra.
Oh, anya important.
Fankomo fufro bra ni enko.
Prof no Professor Michael Quake committee.
Aban no kan.
O say o free
o free mu meboa. Professor Baku we professor ntia mo abedu. Wo mu yakuku damfo. No mo kan ban no.
E bi afi no ma.
Afi no mo say wo mu ye pathologist.
Wo
mu ye postmortem.
Ade ne wo awie no.
Sentinel from pathologist.
Important.
Pathologist you be dead bodies no twitwa. Omo ye dead body no mu ko twitwa.
They were not good for governance.
But say we are no more baby twitwa hwe ni ntia abo no wuye.
Nti wo ye leader ka be ka say important committee ni important.
Obia obe lose election onim de ntia o lose ye.
Okay.
Obia obe ko election a obe lose onim de ntia o lose ye. Hey, what kind of the story of Yona?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
Yona. There be an uncle from boat, call by Biko Diomuda. Boat in Kosia storm da. In a Dako, Yona. Yamia Sman son Quay and Juma Yona so call baby, a Quayon one galam say. And you all call a coffrunco for your boat. No Kosia storm. And Cofon no one coffre, a come one coffre cocubin, someone through Biel. As someone can say Yona. Acquiring your fast with the Bia. Yakoba, yin see a deabida. Wo yo na kire yen de nti asaso we abaye so
na nko a obet
na obetena boat yi mu nti o man take committee on bisa Yona straight
come on we say ade ni
Yona no ndwo ya no nkukuru Yona no nkoto ni tunsuo nu e wa na storm ni jai
na say even for the lay fishermen
me nka biem no
Wait,
on the Makacho say, who could say you be a professor? On your professor, qua. Professor, you'll be a one who you'll be on here, sir. And you're from Professor
Kwame Gyan, Enumun, on the Yona analogy. No, I didn't know any swap. And Tina Fena, but me by you, I must remember. I think the aquatic committee say, yeah, also be our lose election, be our no
one didn't lose you yet.
And Tina committee, assembly committee, there, and they said they didn't lose you. A prof, now you're not be a Momunian, a Munian. I mean, don't walk over here, I'm 70 boat to me. Where am I about to know? How many about to know me will be free? Me about to be more. We storm. Me to studio Hana make us. Me about to unim. Boat to ya, never going fearing, whom you won't unim. What him in your baby? One fruity. Yo. Now, more anymore, Yona.
Oh, I mean, Menkasa. Now, Mammy Bow studio.
Prof, be a vessano. Madame and Hoa Bassia, and so we are new patriotic party near. May I sure say, and your prof from Kwana Eka, another professor, so from academia. And all kind of, but more social media, radio, traditional media, we bless a young committee, ye nim the Emma Bane anti prof so they try to say, or the Yona analogy, more party, constituency be a winning Muyona. Say MP, I will lose a winning Muyona, president, me
constituency. Now, Obranit, me, Gino Casse, at you are, okay. Or Bema be your constituency, ha, or Bema be waha, and Memma Timini mad done a waha. Open party winning election one. Yeah, to one, you know, Bema Bakukrenu.
One Ekasa.
Ah, yo, me mo be edi.
Oh, there be prof, sir.
I say, have me buy any dinner, boy.
About penny Ekasa.
Penny, what name?
Our buying. Government appointee.
Yo,
I see Bema
because on him, grow him, and I'm hoping that whoever President Mahama be appointed, no be sure BB.
Okay.
Your man government appointment. I don't just any people work constituency when you know you better sing woman. Gradually, there is a creeping arrogance of appointees.
Why you now?
Say, constituency me now you appointing me into a ministerial position in the area. I mean, I'm your papa wa, and you no correct. Me send message my obi our minister. Ah no, only me prayer there, only me kungidi. Me send message command and say, Papa, the only reason tell your minister and say the president likes you. Only my definition of a minister. Somebody who is liked by a person called president.
And I say the
minister, the definition
of a minister. Not an expert.
From here,
not a professional.
There be
somebody who is liked
by a person called president. He's a minister. Me boy can.
The prof, you can be a minister tomorrow.
Oh, Pewasama. Me asa. Now when I can say, I can know your minister now, or me constituency where Tiwano. Or you better sing in terms of academic performance, drive, intellect. And you know the other way. Does the president like him or not? The answer is yes. And the man sir, and try a console. Now you move in your man try a console. So the mission.
Prof, this comment I think they were public because Obi Kachem is a former minister for roads.
Oh yeah, I couldn't tell you. I don't tell you.
They say Ora Mwakwata.
Oh yeah, I can know.
No, no, catch the entire constituency say be money.
Ayo, me Unyamin can so no idea.
Prof,
Master man make catch only say. Your man government appointment. And you what doing that say? Omu wo no manya appointment ni bi no wo papa sin wo. Wonya papa sin wo mo ton. Papa na friend president wa hye wo anu onyam. Appointments no enipa dodo send the benya bi 35 million. Ministers. Excellency Mahama also be for 60. Nti a privilege to serve. But and swa men unim. Ye the minister no man. Ye the appointment no man now swa men. Now tie nyina kon so a one day appointment in the back call a expiry date.
Okay.
Now expire oba betu ye back.
They no nyina ipe.
Oba betu yen baby ana wo society mu ansa na onya appointment no. Oba san beto aso wo. When they can say wo the appointment ni bu ye kon mu no oba appointment no ayi 7 free. Me she enkom wo baby say former edin former. Me I will die as a professor.
Nothing can change.
I will not die as a former professor. I will be a former lecturer. I'm a jai lego at the Chirekofi. But I will go in my grave as a professor. But some of these appointees, former this, former MP, former minister, former CEO, may come a minimum professor.
Nothing will change.
Debbie.
Okay. Yeah, call break. Yeah, banana or that's your professor. Nothing will change.
7 January, in Kofoni Bioha, policeman could do Mudufia, salute you on backwa, away bus, and there's somewhere banu this year, BB. You best salute you. Now, way bus.
Yeah, the professor, still, Professor Kwame Gyan, still, Edinko, still. Yeah, but not my baby son, and near ma, it was said the incoming administration. Transition period or no, and dear, I was so Emma, maybe I would not say one about bear tiebreaker no, or bit my breaky and now Besadi are called back. Some catch was starting a name you starting here. Maybe is here, meaning say a lot of you have sent messages, Mary DB at the mama.
This is Angel 102.9.
25 years and running. Na say Oshe Lord Jumadi Nedia Papano waye 35 years na wisdom mo hu se mo send messages about Niema Musia Enyumre maybe kind messages in the but a lot of them maybe say there are people like this, there are people every day. I say there are people like this in Ghana, there are people like this, you know. Prof, almost say it be a 2 or 3 just lists say ye kasebo eniema miensa e ma abaya owosi ye massive de ma omo a cost o mo defeater eniema miensa na naya briefly obeka say to you e na cost
o bisa nkofo okro mu a ensuo na say no
kalam say
ka ho pa
okay
on say ensuo eyenkwa na yenkrofo dodo na won kura no omu enye used to paying for water.
Okay.
Ensuo a etene sani free.
Okay.
Ko mumfo mu kogu kokoo so a sansuo na di gu kokoo so. Sansuo di no aduane wa fuom. Ebinu kura ho kwa fuom a dware wa fuom ansa no ba fie. Ti ensuo no seye no e koso damage kese. Say krowe mu no. Ghana there was a certain drainage system.
Okay.
Ofa pra. Pra.
Yes.
Ofi Kwau Mountains no mu ho. Na usani cross nsuo no before that years. Across road no Akra Kumasi road.
Yeah.
Ena kakran. Oko baby e frɛ ho banka. Nsuo ba ko e frɛ na no. Na abɛbɔ prɛnu.
Okay.
Na ofin na bɔ. Na bremu abɛbɔ prɛnu. Na omu nyina de kɔ Atlantic no.
Okay.
Enti tama bremu no esɛe no. Na wo sɛ wo expect sa pra no so bɛsɛ. Enti drainage system we na a drain to the Atlantic no. Enam tropical rainforest on the side no. Esɛe. Enti esɛe no. Who started fight no from to say bremu aja. Bremu na tifi. Ewa pedwa honoma. Emma planning because that honey bremu ni planning bomb around asin ho.
Do we say no?
Enti ya know how to fight the fight to protect the drainage system no. Enti amansuo bebre say.
Okay.
Enti ensuo ni say no. Ena the mining itself na too glaring and visible. Tete no na nkofo to gold na obakwa no mu dwane. Sesei no Akra Kumasi road ho na nipa tu gidi. Graveyard ni etu. Railway line asi ni etu. Enti ema kwaye te say once bi me ni team bi ye call Ankobra no baby Ankobra ni join epo
no.
First no udu ha Ankobra no ni so no kala ni ye slightly na kwaye te say na adjoin epo no unhu difference no ekọ kakra bi ana ayira akire no Ankobra na asay no ekwa miles into the Atlantic
change color no.
And the effects of the mining thing was so visible.
Kalam say one.
Then generally, you know, nkofo wo krom. Ya o say krom ayedin.
Economy.
Krom ayedin. Ena adi ya mo say a friend of arrogance of power no one. E man nkofo bebrebu fu you. Say me ameti we. Fan say me no na ti area mu a. Na makonya government appointment. Na ade echi na me ba. Na moto di manim.
Ya stop you bia.
Moto di manim. Asama meka. E man krofo bonyo. En samon keten. Ana onim. Sa primaries na ye no. Me primaries mahubi say delegate no be akoma ni sika 10,000 15,000 ya money TV ya man Wellington boot ni nyina no wajeje na the akọ compound house no na ekurekura no the akọ obi ehu na edu general election on obi ekwaji TV eji 20,000 me de me nko na me nko general mu na me to aba hu ene me se me nko.
There's a compound house and you put in your ba ko na kwaje delicate na no
efie bi nso ho a you know police station no papa no chairman ne baba ko organizer
okay
ne baba ko women organizer and I'm the HSA police station nti ono ya kokora no okwa na o Germany nana no no police station delegate the delegate no ayakonya tuntum aye passing on from father to son and mother to daughter
if you akonya
nti onkwa no nkofo ne bedi nti efie bi wo ho a papa no ne maame no ne ma mienu nyina ye delegates nti ayi no flat screen no 9 plus 10,000 40,000 kromofo nyina anim
abusia ba ko
abusia fie ba ko
party no modia
nti edu wana mo nko makoto ana na ye start make catch no ye mpese ye ka no kre
but we know
the truth.
We know the delegate system not moi
and onim tete na o me party nyane na aba o your papa kokra bi madam fo no say emri bi papa wi afre no monu fie nyame fa ne kranse yi sunyan ho no contest na GH mensa so contest was your friend papa GH we ni ade ya no be me finance minister ya no man come me wate na dachi ye be pe be di wato o se mi wura me das apia menka nyame fa ne kranse yi so no so saa ba bi omo ye primaries but also me ensa and before this they filed the first candidate died now second candidate na eko party for friend second candidate ni say apia menka ye lawyer mani nkoma yen o se me dama say adan na de obi so okọ independent ya kan also ntie party mienu ni nyina obi akasem obi aso ntie
se panino
for wen o ka reverend mate o se nyansafo
panyi bia
ni party for panifo no where are they? Who are the fair and honest brokers in the political parties?
Are they losing respect and now say they are not involved?
Me say, where are the fair and honest brokers? Onwa obi so obeko independent yetimi ne kasa no omwen. Where are they? Aden na nedi obia wo party mu a o kasem so obeye de opa yentimi mani entrance en convince no e mani nyai. Aden na nedi ye party ya tetete no obi fa ba so de boni ni atiri mu a yenye obi mani nka se fa ba ne to na bra me entrance.
Elders in the party.
Enti wo mo wen empanifo no wen.
Prof, if you are invited to the Flagstaff House, my name is a number friend, and Jubilee House, and what will be the most salient things I'll be country president-elect? A dear ne was President Mahama, oh yeah, as a tiebreaker now.
Only kind of mesreno, only the party for Nkasa.
Okay.
On say the euphoria of winning the election. A man for they get carried away.
Okay.
Only the party for Nkasa. No more man asking to say, Ojina, a critical situation because of the American. And you answer them say, decisions if you are be obeteki and your own debt. And your own debt. But some per or new year so be successful. No poor man wins to year they should support him.
What will be some of these decisions?
Me as also say, ebi ani party for binum before so. Say election ne binum kasa chief justice ye ba be won etiko hwe chai and ko fa sade ne ma emre won nsem sua hit the ground running on money koye niema bebere a ebe diverting attention easy mami say hey Jano
all man into us
Jano man nyen easy Jano man nyen easy ne niema bi wo na to sia wo ya ban muntoto
Jimensa should continue
but I say okwakoso mu akopam easy wo di afi na be pam no so betimi mpodia hey utam now they call govern wo di kota easy kota CJ
but party for no so say wo can o master start here heat ne start o ye mpewe
mama nka sam kire wo ye to aba no ma John Mahama
yes
na NDC na ye the conduit or use the buy ti na me say oni omo nkasa oni omo kasa on beti o ye nta nye sa eya ye di ade nanim no ye gidi say yen ane yen enti we don't go back to our grassroots our base to get their buy-in. You should go and get their buy-in. So minimum say na kamo peno. But the reality no, I face no, and Kwame yenya sa. Let's live with it.
The critical positions like Chief Justice Jimensa are even before election na party no aswe any
no and show be a manifesto.
And grassroots. And even IG.
Who can manifest Ukraine say who said the reality no? Enia.
That's when you know crew.
There be
okay.
Manifesto. Any political statement. If you how you say it on the platform for the cameras.
Right.
Sending a friend of politicians. Can question them say me can say may way but me be do ye no. I don't know. I'll tweak it. Me send me can no for reality reasons.
Exactly. Or 4 years. The time this.
Oh yes, so say 4 years, sir.
You see,
you say I start you.
The room to 3.5 years.
Until u be kwa primaries wo wa party mu. Unya ye primaries ni we happen na loyalty a shift to and maybe 1.5 years to the election. Until we mu
practically 2.5 years.
Yo, until no be kwa ko tu no for say. Onko di Jimensa chi no ko di CJ chi. Go on a goose chase, which probably may be a wild one. Omrekwan, opese legacy. Legacy.
Appointments
there. They make kan back. Obehwe obi anim de adwuma mana. Ono ababi danti onim. Omisa se Ghana ni ono ane de a. Sa nipa na woyi no. Obefa na adwuma mu mana hweso ama no ana. So did the second Ghana and the company no on for ya kunu nyama din director there manufacture money man. There are different ways of rewarding people for their contribution. Obi wo ha obe man appointment, obi wo ha the obe ya ni so be drive kra ko ni fie no hu say president abechia no abeda na se. That's enough. On here appointment bia. On here just you passing by. Oti phone ho na o ma Julius afre no na motene ho na frɛ unu apese no kasa oh eyamia echi hey president mi jino na mi no kasa oh kokwachi obi a ne president afrɛ me adamase say campaign me bo ano me ka kyerɛ wo obi a ne sɛ ne obe manage
central region panyi bi ho Professor Mills we ne ye no frɛ ne busa ne sɛ owura wa boa me my campaign na de na menye no se dabi on pe position bi ana sɛ Prof Mills say wo public na wo kasa
akunu regino
omra na o meka bibi
mu na sum say ye wawie
obi ahu say
David but unim sa position ye no eno ede unim eno achi no obi a opɛ contract bi bekwa
obekɔ no ho
say ono kasa gu na
so wan ka hwe wo de
wawie o che minister
wo kasa sa no aba na say 1 minute wan ka hwe obi ahu say oba
me say o che minister
ti ni obi a ne deserve office
there be the management of the affairs of state is not for the uninitiated. The management of the affairs of state is not for the uninitiated. There be the management of the affairs of state
again
is not for the uninitiated.
And you now be try error.
Papa, say manu si sumina so o do kakra. So because one kokole boy enfan ko UGMC me boy.
First, UGMC first.
University of Ghana hospital back bi ho. Ayi ho. Oh, how be call? Aden.
Me be a best.
Matias here. O Toyota now na ukonya crisis kakra. Wo de beko emfutuom fita bi so ohwe ma.
David.
Me ko so. Wo beko Toyota
shop na.
Me wa. Okay. Wo be se udidi a. Wo beko kofa obi aduane esi gotas ayeton. So beko baby e fata na odidi. Wo mpese obenya typhoid. Ada ne yan nyina ti kromani adwene se ba mamu odi a. Obi a betimi abu. About positions in government ya. And no the obi a betimi ahodu. Why? Ope good fitter, ope good teacher, ope good school, ope good doctor. But when it comes to the appointment for people to positions of responsibility, holding this country's fortunes, and it will be a kakebetimi.
Ebi ministerial portfolio, they don't understand.
Obi, Papa be a me sana about reshuffle. I say, oh, reshuffle there. I say, oh, the minister sini be 2 years. I know omunya hu portfolio no so. So I appoint you be na 2 years. Ohu ni portfolio. I won't send you. I won't so
2 years.
Ohu so. Osia. 2 years. Utianeka, but ninsam kokwaso. Hey. Send you not just say try and error.
So somebody can send to President-elect John Dramani Mahama, say, Prof says the management of the affairs of the state is not for the uninitiated.
Yes, sir. And on him. The fight against corruption.
Yeah.
Meaning, sir, ebedi omampani Mahama time.
Ora.
But me be man of foot tobacco. And then maybe my header, akofa a report.
Okay.
Of the Manual Planch Assets Commission. Manual Planch Assets Commission.
Okay.
Which was appointed under the Commission of Inquiry Act 1964. Act 250. Emra Omampani Odikan Kwame Nkrumah said in 1964, I had set up commissions of inquiries.
Okay.
Year 2 now by 1966. Samra no no mugina so formal commissions. See ahwehwe ne ministers ni omam. Ene ono ani ni omam. Yeah. Amamuo. Di obeye bia kwa. Ba beto. Sa ade we. Amuye investigations. Thorough investigations. List wa ha. Mr. Kwabena Ohini Gyan. Now, Okofesi is a committee way.
Okay.
Mr. Kofi Bakun, Okofesi is a committee way. Mr. WK Aduhine, and also Fesi committee way. Committees in Kwame form me after to Kwame Nkrumah. Apalu Commission, Giage Commission, Branch Commissions by 5, and yet you change the panuma. Mu bia won kofo ya assign say hwehwom niomam
na it is ora ya
oh na anu kwa de na ye stronger than ora de say yamfa law na asset. These were set up by law and they had the power to compel the attendance of witnesses. Yeah. One mu wie ye no ye adverse findings against Nkrofo say omanya adwapade bebre ayenim ba bi ko adwapade ni free ebi de papa baako na adwapade na buru aduenu papa ya ye kan so osi so na oton newspaper oba amamuo mu no wodan buru aduenu obi ya na oton newspaper okumase ti de mi kan yi and your man I did and one not buying for frabba. Yes, I do my dear home. Now buying for frabba, more AFS beji. Actually, PNDC time cry sign the BDM my home. Mampani Kufo Beko or sign the be my home. What am I telling you? Me patch let's say. Metadia, ye dear could dream any catastrophe show Krumhan. Em sa weke hwe The mama yam me about the ABACC. See, me kind document be the Journal of Modern African Studies, 1972 edition. Now, obi crow article be about Ghana. See, but say it is certainly understandable that some Ghanaians should feel cynical about a new investigation. 1972. 1972. Or say, it is certainly understandable that some Ghanaians should feel cynical about a new investigation. While the many exposés of the Nkrumah period carried out by the National Liberation Council may have proved enlightening, they had apparently not brought about much improvement in the quality of public administration. Some of the investigations were, according to a local novelist, Ayi Kwame, the author of The Beautiful Ones Are Not Yet Born, or say, they are no better than a made in the special Ghanaian way that allowed a really big corrupt people to pass through it. Was it investigations? They were no better than a net, than a net made in the special Ghanaian way that allowed the really big corrupt people to pass through it. Then it goes on. Those who were caught felt no shame about it. There is no repentance, and there is always the preparedness to seize the earliest opportunity for some more looting. I'm quoting from 1972. Is this thing relevant today?
Very.
Yo, then inclusive discussion.
People feel cynical.
You feel cynical 1972.
We are still
you feel cynical
about Ora.
2024. Nti mesre omampani aye yi no. Bema etehia na nyu chese wawie. Ebia in this fight to ensure accountability and probity. Ebia ya titi ahwe. Ompaja ye nyina ho. But onye no in the most effective way, because I'm saying there is reference. 1972 na ye cynical. Say na ye gusi ye cynical. Abrante 1972 beti ne mfia hini.
A prophet in almost 50 years.
More than 50 years.
More than 50 years.
Hey.
53 years. 53 years.
And he said 53 years. Yeah, cynical.
Yeah.
Say you go see a cynical. When we review your notes as a country.
The corruption fight, and how should he go about it?
Me there, so much there, you can't 1972.
72, the other say, oh, my net, you know. Yes,
you be a woman for no me bad pan from
your corrupt
pan from
near just more fish.
And I say net, no, and no, at the same. And your bonnet, you me catch us my mintina me baby. Me di me bronya. When me tima for mo.
But we are hopeful. We are hopeful with the aura. We are hopeful. Say, you bet me I salute now. So called loot.
Aura. Kujeto. Minimum no. And my own Domolevo, eka ho. Domolevo, they hardened Afram Plains young man. Oka ho. And then there is a young man Oka ho, a former student of mine, an illustrious former student of mine, Martin Pebu, also Oka ho. But they should learn from where we fail. Menana, if I fear dance, or say, so nam na usinti dia e wo wakwam na usinti na utofoma enkohwe ba bia akoto ye ho ba bia to ye no hu enye wona atihwe ye o ade na wona pemye na utofom no se wantu ukọ oba oduru ho obesa tofom 2020 ye ko election no wie no se MPP for setting committee bi mboa no report no implementation one omoyo enti wo Washington atiare na ugina ba bia uto from no aprapra ho no asan tu atene okwa me so besan beti ahwe wo wa age se ba bi ko a uto ye no dwinsin no utu ase enti corruption fight no ba bi ko a ye hwe ase nyina omunte we kra me de be mom
they will need it
omu hwe de papa ne kan he no 1972 ni ye seneca enti cynicism no omu nye nyoma e be ma ye free ho otherwise kofo be use corruption fighting against you in the next campaign we dey fadi agro so we dey obetimi akọ we ye king kong enti omu twen
prof
but udi echire so we dey wo time nyina omu kwa govern na omu govern ya omu govern no mo kodi corruption achi nkodi
they should not
there be umeji me enu dia oboa they are state institutions they can beef them up no munye niye say yoko no munni the requisite financial forensics experience get them the experience special prosecutor not only the requisite financial forensics for mano but men can find ministers na udi on bebu o man no mu tell no mu anti corruption no mu na fe ade chen o ye go ye ora ade chen o ye yura ade chen o ye wei obedi bu o man no ube 1 na 4 years na ba no anya hwe
should be separated from governance
no a full time job and fa bibia me bata ho we watoni general kwamfa asem we nkodan no atoni general no wo difficulties of pending arbitrations government contracts ni hu your mind say so focus on
Prof, will you accept an appointment
me teacher ni
they are picky professors baby or my bag
there media or my boy obi aka che so o ma me adwuma e be mama jai teaching me nye me gana ni basa o say me sumo man no me sumo man no dida basa me sumo man in a different capacity me sumo man no ma sumo man we ache basa obi ka che o say je adwuma we na stop teaching and me nye
yeah somebody was asked say what's your presidents Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo personal level and I say in any encounter
I don't know better be something no news Nana oye micro muni
so on a personal do you think say he acknowledges the level and our debt our de Ghana come and or regrets
na me say me minimum debt ya mo wom many ehun
it's a Prof we are part of who or minum
me o minum na me yede ni we ka de se ka no da bia bi be ka ho but now you say so to you. I'm saying when the city started doing well, the debt stock went down. Mude just said Ghana for Mude get Akufo-Addo aban buy. Mumbe some kasa ya de papa akokra.
It cannot be.
And you may be anko agreed. But it means to go ye pa.
We are examiner it ka o markera Obama say.
Only me class. Oba me class me mark.
Prof, every student, every person in Ghana is a student in Ghana.
David, Oba me honor me set questions here. Obi akwa set the question, me na me go mark. I'm an examiner when I set my questions, or my junior colleagues set and I moderate. Then I mark.
But
Obi akwa set, Obi akwa na my interview no makwa assess.
As a Ghanaian living in Ghana under his governance.
Every
Ghanaian has felt.
And there's some feeling sir.
Prof, indicators are wo as a Ghanaian.
Somebody only me we are still I live good. Enti.
So general.
Yeah, see, una mo no be say kromo idea. O idea ma wa say idea ma me. Now obi wuni mo bi bottom. But all I would say is that Ghana has to be fair to Akufo-Addo.
Okay.
We have to be fair to him. Only this year one-on-one.
Yeah.
On the many times I have met him one-on-one, he means well. But you know, the executive authority is vested in him. And he, according to Article 58, he can exercise that power directly or through officers subordinate to him.
Right.
In some of the cases, his subordinates have not done him justice. But he takes responsibility. He also said, all the people he appointed, he takes responsibility for their performance. That's what the leader is about. And let's be fair to him. Or 7th January, me, I pray that history will be kind to him.
Pray.
But history would say what it wants to say about Akufo-Addo. Maybe another young. Maybe down the road, some of the things he did, a home for so bad. Kwame Nkrumah, we were not kind to him. You took Kwame Nkrumah, Ghanaians jubilated.
Right.
Hey, Ghana for some mobile journey. And you want to say Akufo-Addo guy. And you want to know Musamano. And you want to say Wanyade. Ghana for nye. Akufo-Addo media. I am saying history will be kind to him.
So the fairness, I would say, yeah, man. Also, recently, our parliament in the year, one taking a lightly commenter, ministers, friend say parliamentarians need to be corresponded to the state of the. Me who say who wife for no reaction no. Is it because of the fairness?
When me come have me TV. Me ntie news. Me TV. Me say the TV no cry tin no. When the reason. Before me phone na call Google.
Okay.
There cause we ask me who no Google. And there be na Nana Akwansra can about some comments made by Papa Duanya Amakofi Bua on the floor of Parliament.
Yeah.
But when you say all the comments there are privileged, absolutely privileged. And why should anybody take it to heart? The matters that are said on the floor of Parliament, that's how Parliament is able to do its oversight work. They are absolutely privileged. And
no, yeah.
Mean taking it to heart. So me na coming obi enko. Me so say Nana Akufo-Addo the president because he has been an MP before.
Yeah.
Obe taking it lightly.
So the conduct was not proper of a first lady.
And there me can say me kwa me hear who conduct no. Ma na first lady mo jani ni mu. So no so feelings. Okuna ya adwuma mfie nwɔtwe a munim say ma sweat sleepless nights. I wouldn't say he has done his best. Right. Now I had to say Obi Pese or trashy 8 years of Obi Kunu worker. Or nipa maybe she may have overreacted. But be kind to her as well. And I mean can know that can kabi Obe Wuno and you won't do di beja. Can kabi unum can kabi. Owa na be who rings no do odi jai. Enti enade yen nyina yesa Akufo-Addo or to I had to say osuna to form to be a bono. But me say history will be kind to him. After ya hwe na dwuma no. Ya ye comparison no. And ye be hu.
Well, there is a very significant shift in our parliament. As a lawyer, as you see, I gazetted 183 seats for NDC are here unprecedented. Nearly. Omanya 2/3 majority. Menya sure say be even the framers of the constitution.
Now before now, me na mini kroma na umko parliament no. Say NDC had all the members of parliament. 92 parliament no. The parliament which was sworn in 93.
Yeah, boycott no.
They had 100% virtually.
Right.
And
this time.
And
to me, effect be our government.
Unim. Ya waniema bia. Obi a president. Or numbers cry on trust obey. Now obi pani pa bi ba me nchen say hey. Enti professor, onye say bia His Excellency Muhammad because of numbers no obe try say obe change constitution no watwa so I extending the tenure. Na me say one year. And I'm say me nin nkasa but me say on yet that say obekwa ko change constitution no na wasan atena so mfie duru osan onye ne chena. Yes, decision making in parliament will be faster and smoother. So what yes, but the small minority can make their voice heard if their quality is on the high side. Okay. Parliament no, yes, eduru wa de vote ebe out vote too, but win on superior argument. Win the debate on superior argument. Okay. Omo numbers na ebe to abanet dia abudu dozu no. Ombe kwa akodwen ho omo kokos aka say nkofo ya semi omo kan dia right. What they are saying is better for the country. Enti omo do so o omo sa o omo ka dia ba ko parliament ho say okoto abrewa na ni sisi achia na okwa na ni sisi na echia kwa sisi na echia ni nyina unu de e ka kire no ma ya sa open ma ya sa open ma ya sa open wa baba na odi na chi no a wo sere no no sisi na echia ko ha esi ma ya sa open ma ya sa open ma ya sa open babia omo wo sese no unso betumi akọ
ti enye bibia na president
enye da bi numbers no me nye sure say his excellency John Mahama be kwa koye nioma bia be gu ni hu fi say wa ko change constitution pe say oye president twas aden oye Mugabe eni ma sa de mi susu ma no
okay
mi susu ma no so be ye da bi me yem fan susu no eye musu ade bia e be subvert constitution we eye musuo ma yem fan susu obia constitution onyi enti ba bia sese yesesa no so already there is a process to amend certain portions may encouraging say on pursue sa ba bia yen nyina wo consensus see yesesa no e be mo mind democracy no agyin
over to you. What are some of the constitutional reforms are one kasa bia
na so mo dey accord that
yeah abi yeah committee no
dey accord enti for now no dey mo focus on no yem focus on no na yesesa no yensesa American Constitution we call about 28 or so amendments. Constitution wonye ebo or a living document. Nti babia moyen no yensesa yasesa bi pen yasesa citizenship ni nyoma one dey meche no nti babia emian no yensesa but mayamfa adwen bonin say President Mahama Tirim say obesesa or numbers nti obeye we odabi and for starting here worried about Sadia no empaniphobia bisam and kwala bisam even ordinary people are wadwin nya o say omo dwen Sadia no abisame nti yenye stable na yema no kwan no take you over from January 7th no na yen nyina ye mompa ye ma no me say me nta mompa ye generally me nyo bia me pempa bo say da bia no pa me sorry bompa da bi enka me routine no
ba we dey obe bompa ye
me bompa ye ma do Mahama JM
so onye success
say onye successful hwe onye successful na Ghana di ni ya ebi be ka me o mi mfi amadi no pese me di ni ye ansa na nyame afre me nti onye successful na Ghana for moon central for mu Ghana for asonte any politicians and say there are certain matters or see about modern politics free the prices of petroleum products the CD the exchange rate sanima we me no ho yakun say one mayan depoliticize it na utade your campaign ebegu anim ase o yo
if the fundamentals are weak,
the exchange rate would expose you. Nti say my campaign say Baumia kaso be CD no the key na ko ba bi meboa o de akoma GP they say CDS call your 4-star general and they on fan command na say CD no unlock you no unlock no hin ba bia wo say no ha he ye to abama say man go ba bia wo no ha man e kan ye pen be 4 CDs me say me person me cram machines bi ba me pottery farm me pay base 4 cedis to the euro.
See, Muhammad should bring it
Sign up your beginner no. Me wanna me pay.
to
4. Na me fan cram a pottery equipment no. Na me phone nko
But
so.
want me any failure on his part. Say want me.
Na me dey say minimum the okan so de be ko. Campaign no okan so be man buy.
Also be stabilize it.
It is
Stability there's a be a done. Well, Prof, you didn't come to train them say Breno Echo, but you were very a very crucial stage. Oh, I can't crab. Now, see, I said the all kind of we producers, no stress, amount for we stress or more enjoy conversation, no. But there are some questions I be.
One person be some me. And I mean me a professor and a professor be some question. And then me be students question. As I normally make an professor of law. Which I want to be some question. That be on me some question.
First time. When you're professor, I tell you,
on my class.
Yeah.
Now before class, I know what you make about me car. Like my students do all the time.
Very well. Who is a recent fire outbreak?
Cantamanto.
Hey, as a landlord, a month for baby, so best man Chabeka say, assassin on Casano, a railway station, and now modern man say and Fanyentino say, why should they are? And the ensign and Fanco back to the family.
Unim. Saria ho. A fee a battle sec, Cocomlimley area on. There's a judgment of the Privy Council. Then highest court for the colonies. The case is Goliath versus Shirifi in aka Kokomlemle consolidated cases. Goliath versus Shirifi. Sa case they say those lands, one, the Kole priest. If who yes native of the area now Pebia Sidan now the Bibia Kole priest. Otherwise, say open alienation. Ye could be permanent. The Gyan, Bese, and Kole stools, and a honor almost. So what I say, it should be part of the Kokomlemle consolidated cases, aka go lightly and a shirifi, a decision of the Privy Council. Lord Denny, Crown Campaign. No. Yeah. Now. Railway acquisition. If the purpose of the acquisition has failed, not just say say the year of mine on what day, na yantimi amfa nya. 1992 Constitution, Article 20 clauses 5 and 6. Let's say where the purpose of the acquisition fails, the pre-acquisition owners have a right of preemption, which means that they would be able to go and buy their land back by refunding the whole or part of the compensation that was paid to them. But two cases. Lawaile's case. Lawaile's case. The Supreme Court said, Article 20 clauses 5 and 6 of the Constitution do not apply to acquisitions which were done before the 1992 Constitution became effective.
Okay.
Because they will not read the law retroactive because of Article 107 of the Constitution.
Prof, when I need to tell you
versus Attorney General and Lands Commission.
Okay.
And there was a matter involving Ghana Telecom, Ni Olai Amuntia versus Ghana Telecom.
Right.
Court of Appeal, Justice Doche, and also Kanye, say acquisitions some year before 7 January, the constitutional provisions will not apply.
Okay.
And the
Akantamanto
no, railway land is railway land.
The traders cannot go back.
If the railway decides how much traders can go back, but a acquisition, the gang base and Kole waste tools, and the Kole tools, I'm going to find back.
Okay. It's a railway for no.
So what you say. But government can at any time decide, say, or be returning part or all of that land to the pre-acquisition owners. Why not?
Enti enye
ya bi o enye simple sa say ne mu keka no hwe
wow
we mum here na me fa me na me in charge wo na me ni o mu nka ho
ye bo asase bia din wo Ghana unim ba bia e free unim ni history de ekoje ye ne de ekofa ba eti say mo ye traders ana say gbese Manchester otia prof wa ha
gbese Manchester o lawyer
so no
ni ya ibonte
lawyer ba say obeba wo
o o yo hene say me oba be fa me lawyer
aha
na charge no na say okra wunya nwie loan mentimi ne unche me fees
mentimi ne nche say
wi ansa na me no ache
say aka 2 years na bia President Mahama wa free so the National Democratic Congress Party na nkasa sesi a omo pese
na me dey omo dey fa me ho me
prof bibia ni wa e wo amamuo mu wo krom ha mentimi musa
obi so okona wako yi the presidential candidate e bi come make me contest
I don't think that was a busa because why so what do baby also contest
me na me ambitions but say my start in ambitions
presidential
my start in
o me eja portrait farm no
there be ana akoko da ko so contest here
akoye
say me na me ba yesi akoko da ko na
you use a portrait farm say you kwa enkoye
there be me dey any difference me farm ni akoko da ko titidie ni bi me dey na modern farm
we modern farm
enti but honestly me ambitions
okay
but I am only praying say say dachi do say John Ekwa and I'm praying say even NPP the same prayer for them say in their next election of a flag bearer enya asumdwe ma unum dentia asumdwe wo kro nu a me be pe matena America almost 9 years ana matu abagana me nka se metu akoba bia biem last wo bi sam say na am oyi onkofo bi so nkom kope ambassador man I'm some ambassador e wo kro ben so I'm so America na America matena 9 years I came back home voluntarily mesa ko ho biem dia na me koye UN secretary general
ambassador
apart from no kro we mu me tra bakokra e de akọ obi kro mu tra nya de enti Ghana mum yenye ni yie ni entram hwe Ghana ye ya onim wo kope visa ye misa question wo kro ya ye nim se wo kwa obesan ba wo kro nya visa ko bi odina so o ma visa we na nim o so no ma visa o so ma nkwa wo ya ne ho pa odisi wa wo kro nya nti ni ebu abomfia won dey mention nti me bompa yes party bia choice of flag bearer enya asumdwe NPP for the enya asumdwe say say ko for pe
mo pre but also do we need to talk for my bia JM kwa waka NPP dia na delegate system but all say President Mahama echi who do you suggest because a very crucial or 4 years on paper
me go yi candidate man this for
prof obi a won bia unim no unim dia ne ho dwo unim dia obi a wo ha bia unim
say mami ene ya mami professor that professor dey nson ko gina bia professor gina say odwan ogina dia ni ba gina me boa
right
but at least professor say ni fie kwanim kakra enti emabunu no nso no say o ma ya aggressive yen fie kwanim no na omo penchant for yen leadership no enye de ti me enipa se me NDC ni na se manfa mama me no as vice president because of age no free mo we remember Julius
former chief of staff
my dealing with him on very important matters we remember no ni di mi no okanipa bom onim na dwuma onye dede Julius what say achichide onam breo onye kai ba me kachero on temhwe you will get there
as okati across
okanipa bom na me kan okanipa bom onye didiga politics mu dia didiga de enye o u didiga nkrofo a we hu results no in the election didiga nye ti krache no oye strategic oye strategic obia ba ne nkyɛn a o receive no
both parties
obia all power those days NDC minister bi ana yeyi na di na ne ho akyere ne kakra no person ko ho Julius oba me ho ma me de ne call Julius office the friend is chief obi aba me nche person obo hu o se mo fa ne bra we de ne call se mami se oni mo se ai se mo hwe bibi ma ne nya wate ipa mo bo oye magnanimous na mom eya ne tora bia adwuma be gu ne so a na bia obi frɛ no na wantimi amfa won se Ghana me frɛ no wa huni mobo
for the amenta inte sa comment na
Ghana for the se oni obi a mbeka mi say sa na omde me ye frɛ wa wonfa say me ye nwuma be ye aduenu to keep soul alive
right
o frɛ me ba ko bi ko na me kyerɛ de na o frɛ me no wantimi amfa ye frɛ wa wonfa wonya adwuma da bia ba giska obi woni nti wo adaja o de fa course nti manya akwan amfa no na de kye a wo frɛ me so na nya sɛ wo bre mi sika wo frɛ me ba giska ma amfa no wo asanfu Ghana for su ban
say e bia onye interested kra wa atwe ni adwen
onye interested kra me ko ne ho onye interested
oh Julius wo hu no say presidential match
onye interested me kra me ko ho because NPP for say minimum say me client can say me yes I said oh you interested
obe route for Ken
me
e wo NPP
say maka cho say ba mi madam funu no Ken madam funu no
okay enti obo de
me yes I say branch am pokra bi onu so interest onu so madam funu no
ti ho wo hu 3
me de obi a me madam fu dawson say me kwakwa na nse me ti akire me ma me pe bi na me ti akire
yes na so na wo ye penny
wo mo kwa no ma ba be bisa ko na prof na wadwen o so de o me green ho
wo hu 3 wa hana and say ha so 1.5
I want to
I say ma me na o ma amfa ma no a na che say ho na half but Julius na
me de Julius de yanka nyame ni pa Julius de me ni me Julius de dado
okay
we kwa nanka wa akwi kwa nanka nanka me rutuma no
ba wanko
well there be no onye interested
and I make us even now
was in panifo nko
okay I'll be dinner time
sa say na make us o te sachi chede won wa chichede a wate ahweda a chichede o ba say ya on te hweda o tarefom on te hwe on pere ne ho na oni mabo a onyi chepa a chichede o timi di 150 years 160 years because o ye slow ma sure enti e komo no e dia ba wieye
prof what pon show na me prof me back class dia prof upon
show no
my name is Alex Kwakutete. I want to ask prof Akajo is no dey ask question
Kwakutete no Kwakutete or me class no baby saka
if they can
also your citizen eyes anya ono a saka bi okasabasa no
David
and a different one
I see if they can make changes to the constitution for vice president. And I also want to know the updates on the Achimota forest, since we can have a new Achimota forest land, say, and the prof and you're in charge. Or is it because the constitution doesn't help the vice president? Opacha say vice president no you mate until ka say any changes be a man mate or timisu still kakra.
Now we are president uniwa vice no no drive car. Now when you down here constitution is send it to one. When the president is not capable of performing his functions, the vice president, he doesn't act on your acting president or your president. I am on church and na Ghana for ye. Say omampani ni ho na vice. Osina nemwa. Onsinanai as acting president. Osinanai as president. Your constitution now make a provision for somebody to act as president. There be we are president.
Donye mate.
Say mate no, say ntina mo na mo ko dada, but me ma ko kan mate asem. But mate dey head no ye mate. Enye no na mo san NDC for the year campaign tia no so akoka so e meet. Say the campaign the obe kan e be san use against you.
Ono akane there we na is there a way for okay be so question I say wo abobo na fofo di na obese ohun say the boss owura da ko so e wadam for na
madam for no meni na ye nyemo afram place madam for no afram place bridge ba ku buye na nsen meni na ye contribution e koye covet no
okay
e don kokrom don kokrom ademra bridge
omu nyina ye onam fofo
ai me someone kro we no wo mu a don't antagonize people enti ankrofo na so asa me fi afram place ono ye rice power afram place bridge ni buye na MP ni friend no friend me odi ni machines na me sim this kakoye ya ye bridge no du o sesi a ni din ni midin ebo so say ye na this kabo am ye bridge
good citizens
esi wo sample a billboard kesi esi wo
okay enti o say ono so obi a onya kope
ono so obamu eye
ba wo candidate na Julius
oh na say omienu no obi ya win eye but Julius na me candidate pa
I say what happens to Alan now if you were to advise MPP
me too amufo Alan dey say oni picture no oko MPP ni
say common friend back
Alan o dey be say no so okoko say oye popular as an individual kro we mu mo obi a na da ne ho yen he the new politician bi a oye so popular that he can win an election or make a dent push an election to a runoff o kre mu say one cop party one ahun silent no ji say oko push election akọ second round na wa ye hero onya ahi
less than one
yo enti kro we mu munchia political dynamics ni ye you don't just jump omo a enti na me kase omampani ayayi no mahama oni ne party for ne nkasa oni omo nkasa na onya omo buy in se ne niam bia anka enya omo de no niam anka enya omo de no oya on beti na se because enya party no a individual won win o untimi win
right
Alan a typical example no ni so okwa posi election to round 2 share round 2 wo di nipa ni free
Prof Tuesday you be change afena no enti menim say after eno power ni nya enso chie enti CCI MPP is still in power ti the experience bi I am fan say omo na ye but transitional period no be in 1 minute what is a comment from my side and omo honest side do you think say omo collaboration has been
akoye okay akoye initially no the na say appointments bi na de but government had no explain say process you are started the I just issuing appointment letters one with the mention enti enu twa ye no asem bi ama previous one transition ti ukai ti ho asem bi ni nema ko fa manso bae afi obi ankonum ti
kama
obi ankonum ti obi adidi woni fie ne koe enti asem mai ye mompaye ensiro nyame obo ade no say ifi ne kosi 7 fu no aboni bi anto Ghana mompani akufu ado on hani over mompani jo mahama one with the mission what the amani pen on some famano no mompani akufu ado so mfa de pipe bo eni ni sunsum eni o man na chi
right
now I still demand and say Ghana will be kind to Akufo-Addo. That day will come. Yeah, didn't come away because hey, say papa no ya ade o. Amamu onya easy. Wo fie kura kakra wo manage ho no. Enya mre o. A whole country can ya beso cars move. Fuel ay consume wo Ghana every day. Amamu onya mre. Nti emo amu ba be take over no. Omo nkan hu say omo call ye 8 years ni. Economy ni the complications of the country na na wo 8 years ago no. I multiply. Okay. Nti they should not use the lens they were wearing in 2016. Normally bebu o man no. Omo for a 2025 lens and share. Because Ghana no omo di ja ho 16 years ago 8 years ago no nsakraya bam
right Professor Kwame Gyan and you go so I and kasa no
am just only mawie
me comment ne dey ya wie amanfo dey a omode be buy na ya me bu sabi ne but a lot of the questions no o student ne be brave contest e be brave minister be brave MP ho na be o lose ye how pa o tin say we lose how pa
me students I will lose ye I have me so lose election
what say now you surprised
I am they am ya pa wo me abu and the apia kubi
oh okay
ano pe kwa me na kasa he was a member of my firm Kwame Gyan Associates
oh yeah okay
nti ano pe me na kasa maka kire ne say so ye use akosom now som now nim say why your part to the best of your ability then nipa na say somwo ne say men somwo mbiem obi foforo me somwo a jakonwa no
okay
o ye lawyer ni on fa ni Gyan week no come back to the law firm omo aka no de me nya me ya
enyo ya but asante achem no for prof semone Andy ni ye lawyer bako I mean you say if the president is not a mate why is he not catered for under the retiring of a president and the emoluments we a lawyer Kwadwo Jamfi Bonsu or say it's a president no say a mate
vice
vice
no na the retirement of a vice president the entire yem make extensive provisions in man obetima ye nyoma after he leaves office
okay
obetima ye adwuma my president na dey no obey who dey hwe from that angle
okay
so who dey make no vice president no Professor Mills time of fees no okọ Canada he was a visiting professor at one of the universities in Canada so unti baumia say obetima ye adwuma where he is now the level I would do top universities in the world the funnel to come and serve as a visiting faculty to just share experiences in running a country
but president
or deliver one lecture on scale between
the constitution and my president akwanya
yes ontimi nye ade bia won kwala nketo a omuko school betima PTA chairman
Prof. Well, we are going PTA.
Daddy, me the president.
Our president.
Ontimi nya adwuma foforo bia for emolument aye be head okoye de adwuma. Wapem. Na mom ni ma wo primary school bia wetima PTA and there.
Is that Nanado bia chebi
bia school bia. Na ni ma wo ho bia.
PTA chairman. And the president in the free so
wapem. Enu nti na normally na nya adwuma wo senka okoji ni wo mrante bedem. So what I say by the time wanka ube fiso no na bra wa bono anya fe na kofa o CV
right
akura around here me chia no atie fo bi
o students omo share omo school ene omo awie bebre omo nyina ase
o se me da omo nyina ase so omo tie me omo ati me nka bi mu na chepa onyame nka obi a ho
Professor Kwame Gyan ena ye ne di ko prof ye da wase pa se afi oni atia no wajai wadwuma bebrebe ya ai bebrebe wajai wadwuma bebrebe na enure oni aba medase mese nyame ya aduma me sira kwanya ba Professor Kwame Gyan na associate prof is we drop picture bia eti ya na prof awie ye beda obi bia ase ebre no aso and one of the statesmen in this country, Professor Kwame Gyan, and Yenene Komo, was share knowledge and wisdom and a whole wide range of topics from the life to governance to law and a whole lot. Yeah, they basically hanyame ya duma ye be sign enemo eshia higher angel 102.9 FM. It is Saddick Adams ochna anopa between 5 a.m. ekosi enyumre there be say yes ambo no ha nti ochna ya so afidie die gina so say we new angel location the New Testament afeni ya movie e dia ba ye new studio a yegusu a yeso so mfidie nti bibia anko ye bia no monfa nche ye ochina no pa betna say asan di dwumadie no abremo na Tuesday so the swearing in ni nyina no ye de ho enkrato na mpopo ye be free ade abremo Nicholas Benduka bafo ene empanyimfo no Jibril ne ne team adwuma o maye wa ha papa ba ko no di Jibril achi no din eda ne so but edin na ho de yentimi nka ne enti e wo se nkode ne real name ne ba aha abrante na ye fe ne breast no ono nso abo adwuma tio ene empanyimfo ni nyina mo ha from ye chief executive officer besi ye general manager ene operations o mo nyina adaroma ene ye de media ne brai no exactly 8:30 yeah sorry na yatoa de aka nyina so yadamase se mutie ye na mo hwe
The Election Eye. The Election Eye.